It all started when some prep guys just wanted to get on the ice and skate. That's how Sean McDonald, class of 1972, remembers it. During the winter of 1968, McDonald, who is credited with founding Fairfield Prep's inaugural hockey club, gathered groups of aspiring prep hockey players at Wonderland of Ice in Bridgeport once a week to practice and scrimmage. There were no matching jerseys. The guys wore different colored pants, and they funded this proto-hockey squad by chipping in a few dollars each to pay for the ice time. Eventually, the group achieved club sports status under the direction of Father Dan Sullivan and Father Mr. John Clifford. It was a simpler time. Warm up, skate around, do some drills, and scrimmage. McDonald, tasked with securing the ice time and arranging scrimmages with other local schools, helped defray costs by selling pretzels, along with some other students outside the Berkman's Hall cafeteria during free time from classes. As they say, you have to start somewhere. In 2022, the Fairfield Prep hockey program celebrates the 50th anniversary of its establishment as a varsity sport, and over the course of half a century, Prep went from this ragtag group of hockey denizens to perennial contenders for Connecticut high school supremacy. Beginning with their first championship, a Division II title in 1977, with a 4-3 victory over its first school rival, Cheshire, the Jesuits have amassed 17 Division I championships since 1978, along with 4 runner-up finishes and an amazing total of 41 appearances in the Division I playoffs. It was a long way from pretzels to pennants, chip skate blades to championship banners, scrimmages to a successful and revered hockey program. Prep has done this under the guidance of just 4 coaches: Marty Roos from 1971 to 1990, Peter Levine from 1990 to 1996, Adolph Brink from 1996 to 1999, and Matt Sather from 1999 to today. Over the past half-century, the program drew incredible talent from across the region, with several prep students being named All-State athletes and MVPs. The list includes Dennis Welch, Mark Roy, Joe Motherway, and Bill Jenkins in the 1970s, Kevin Martin, Steve Falcone, Pat Kennedy, and Ted Drury in the 1980s, to Dave Woodward, Chris Drury, and Scott Jacob in the 1990s, to Michael Healy, Mickey Girardi, Mark Arcobello, and Rob Summerlin in the early 2000s, and Derek White, Dave White, Matt Beck, Jack McGee, Skylar Chelato, and Cole Castle in the 2010s. The 1971-72 season saw Fairfield Prep designate hockey as a Division II varsity sport. Following its first championship victory against Cheshire, Roos described the win as a very rewarding experience for the school and the hockey program. It basically put us on the map, Roos said. The players certainly deserved it for their persistence and hard work. When Prep achieved Division I status during the 1977-78 season, the Jesuits' athletic prowess only accelerated. Prep achieved 3 consecutive state titles, in 1979 against Cheshire, in 1980 against Amity, and in 1981 against Hamden. In Prep's first 4 years in Division I, the Jesuits made the finals 4 times, won 3 championships, posted a record of 71-19, and were 13-1 in state tournament play. Amazingly, the period of the 1980s was a drought for Prep hockey, with the team not winning a state title until 1991, the first year with Peter Levine as head coach. But the team was not short on talent, as exemplified by Ted Drury, class of 1989, who is widely regarded to be the best high school player in state history. After skating for the Jesuits, Ted played 8 seasons in the NHL and was a 2-time Olympian. His younger brother Chris Drury, class of 1994, was also one of the most famous Prep hockey alumni, whose professional career included serving as a captain of the New York Rangers, for whom he is now the president and general manager. Prep has since honored both Drurys by retiring their number 18, which hangs in the rafters of Wonderland and in the Brissett Athletic Center, as well as including them in the school's Athletic Hall of Fame. It was a tremendous honor to get the number retired, and it's particularly cool to share it with my brother, Ted Drury said. From 1995 through 2005, Prep made the Division I Finals 6 times and prevailed in all of them. Michael Healy recalls Prep being the underdog during the 2000 season in particular, which was also the first full season with Matt Sather and Rudy Moritz as coaches. Winning the 2000 state championship remains my most cherished sports memory, Healy said. Our team was talented, but we won on character and grit. The solid programs managed to maintain their pedigree and sustain excellence, but not even the school itself could have imagined what transpired 3 years later. After failing to reach the championship game the previous 2 seasons, Prep began the most dominant stretch of winning in its history by notching 4 state titles in 5 seasons. The decade of the 2000s came to an end, but the championships did not. In fact, it was the beginning of another dominating stretch of supremacy. During that period, the Jesuits captured 3 state titles in 4 years, with only a defeat by Glastonbury in the 2012 semifinals preventing an unprecedented, for Prep, 4 consecutive championships. And as in 2010, the bittersweet taste of defeat in 2012 served as a springboard for going the distance the following season. But no one could have predicted what evolved in 2013. Prep took the ice and won, and won, and won, until its record was 17-0. It was our most dominant team, Sather said. The inimitable David White and the Henry twins, Connor and Sean, ran roughshod all year. Our only loss was the Catholic Memorial in a game where Connor Henry had to sit out due to a concussion. That team was just so balanced. And as Fairfield Prep turns the page on a half-century of hockey excellence, the 2021 to 2022 Jesuits will have something to shoot for as well, another chance at 3 straight championships. That's because COVID wiped out the team's chances for a 2020 title when Prep would have entered that season as 2-time defending state champions, having won in 2018 over Greenwich and then over Notre Dame West Haven in 2019. So many games, so many victories, so many championships, and yet so much more to be written as Prep embarks on the next half-century of hockey. Playing for the school has certainly left an indelible mark on many of its alumni. Jack McGee, class of 2018, may have summed it up best. Fairfield Prep hockey has been the best 4 years of my life, he said. The lessons on and off the ice that Prep hockey has taught me not only made me a better hockey player, but a better person. For those playing now and in the future, you are a part of a legacy that has been instilled in Fairfield Prep's DNA. Wear the FP on your chest proudly. It goes by quickly, so make sure you enjoy every minute. And as always, worry about winning the next state championship.